today's video, I thought I would do just like a fun, more casual video. This is going to be a decorate my apartment with me style video. Today we're gonna focus simply on my bedroom. And I did want to ask you guys a question that I'd love the answer to in the comments down below. And that is, would you guys want to see like a 30-minute video of the entire bedroom transformation of my room? Like me filming, going to the store shopping for all the pieces, me including every single DIY, like the full, like basically like an uncut, not like a super fancy edited room makeover, like what actually goes into it, but it would be a really long video. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. But for today, I just thought I would decorate like a small portion of my room, and I'm kind of challenging myself to decorate this area with things that I already have. I have purchased a lot of stuff that I found that I didn't really use yet in my space, so I want to know if it looks good in this area and I can decorate with it. If not, it needs to go back to the store and I need to find something else to decorate with, obviously. So we're gonna jump right into today's video. So this is the particular area we're focusing on for today's video, just this wall over here and this spacing on this particular side of my bedroom. I really want to go ahead and decorate it today and see what we can get it to look like. So as you guys can see, I already did find a dresser. It's a very mid-century modern dresser. I know a lot of you guys have asked me where this is from, and there's a reason why I'm not responding to your comments. As you guys know, I am super honest and very upfront with you guys. There's a few negative drawbacks to it, so before I tell you guys where it's from, and without telling you guys, hey, here's a couple of things that may go wrong or I think are issues and negatives as to why I wouldn't necessarily purchase it, I don't want to promote it and say where it's from. It does look beautiful. Again, there's just a few things that I want to add about it, so I will cover that in the total room makeover video. I don't want to take too much time in today's video, but I do think it's a beautiful piece. There's just a couple of things that I would want to tell you guys before I tell you guys where it's from, but I think it's pretty. It serves a purpose. It wasn't super expensive, so that was a good plus. So this is kind of the base and what we are starting with. All right, so we're gonna start off with this corner here, and as you guys know, when I'm decorating a space, I love to add greenery and whatnot, and as much as I would love to have a real plant in here, it's not practical. Anytime I'm filming in here, the windows have to be closed. Like right now they're closed, so there's just no air circulation. The lighting in here is really bad. Contrary to your belief, what you are watching, I turned up the brightness a lot to get it this bright, and I turn on the heater in here a lot because it is my bedroom, so I don't think a real plant would live that long. So I'm gonna add in a faux plant that I already had, and I was on the fence on whether I should just take my little birds of paradise that you guys know I'm absolutely like obsessed with. This is my favorite faux plant ever. Or do I get a fiddly fig leaf faux plant? I don't know, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because this is from the living room. I just kind of wanted to bring it in here and see what it looked like. So I think I'm gonna position this like perfectly in the corner there like that. I don't know, I have to kind of step back and see if I like the way that looks. Oh yeah, but it needs to kind of be turned around this way, I feel like. Yeah, like see, I think it looks good. And this is just the basket that I'm going to put the plant in. It makes it look a little bit more realistic. Obviously you want to cover the bottom of the faux plant because it's just a planter. And I will be making a DIY of this coming up. So my next DIY room decor will probably have this in there. So I am just going to add this with the plant right now. So standing back here, that's pretty much the positioning of the plant. As you can see, this is such a large room and the ceilings are way higher than the plant. I feel like I need to get something a lot taller for the corner because it looks a little awkward. I don't know if it's like showing on camera that it looks awkward, but just in general, it kind of looks funny and small. So I could definitely get something a little bit bigger. Or what I can do actually is I'm gonna put something underneath in the basket to make it a little bit higher. I think that's what it needs. So basically I have this wooden pot and I think it's strong enough to hold underneath here. So I'm gonna flip it upside down, place it under there, and then put the plant on top. Not sure how well I'm gonna be able to film and do this, but actually I think I can get it done. All right, so we'll just place that in there. And then the plant will sit up a lot higher than it already was. Let's see if that works. The only negative is now you can totally tell it's a faux plant. So on my next trip to like the craft store or somewhere, I will need to pick up some filler. But other than that, I think it solved our problems as far as how the height issue, I think it made it just the right height. All right, for the next step, we have to add some form of lighting to this room. It has no lighting on its own, so I definitely need to bring in a lamp to add some lighting to this space. So I'm going to bring in the lamp that I chose for this space right now. All right, so I'm just gonna add it on the side here. I think that's like a good positioning for it. So just kind of want to move the lamp around and get it to exactly where I want it to be. The cool thing about this lamp is it's like completely adjustable, so you can adjust all the different angles of it. And this is actually from Lamps Plus. They were kind enough to sponsor today's video. This is the Ray Antique Brass and Black Adjustable Floor Lamp. This is like my new favorite thing, and it actually has matching wall lamps that are like all matte black. So I think that if I can get my hands on the wall lamps, I'll actually use those in my other room makeover. But for now, this is like my favorite piece. It adds just the right amount of lighting. So if you guys are in the market for a new lamp, I will have Lamps Plus linked down below. They've actually been around for like over 40 years. I've purchased from them before with my own money. And another cool thing is they do have like decor pieces and some really awesome wall mirrors. So definitely check them out if you're in the market. I will have this lamp linked down below. I'm also going to link the wall lamps because I think that they're such a great buy, especially at their price point. So those will be linked down below. Again, a huge thank you to Lamps Plus for the lamp. I think it looks great because I am trying to add like pops of black in my room. That's kind of like the design theme that I'm going for. So now let's tackle this space here. Okay, so I definitely think that this area needed some form of artwork. I didn't want to go with a gallery wall because I feel like that's just, it's kind of overdone at this point, and I feel like this is such a focal point in my room that wasn't like the right place to put it. So I'm just going to add in this black and white art print that I already had. My main concern with this is I love it. It's very minimal, but I don't want too many black accents in the room because that's just simply not what I'm going for. However, I do think I want to go with a black photo, so I don't know if I want to get something that's more like scribbled lines and very minimal. Haven't decided yet, but for now I think that this looks really good. So on this side of the photo, I'm just adding in this little wicker. I guess this is supposed to be a lantern. I always use these like just for decorations. I would never put a candle in there. To me, that's kind of dangerous. So this is just going to go on this side of the portrait. I didn't want to put it on the other side because that's the side that the other wicker basket is on. I don't want those to be like right next to each other. So on this side, I think I'm just going to add in this little white crystal that I have right here, and then I'm going to layer it with my very famous brass hand that everyone loves so much. You guys know I've had this forever. I personally think this is a great piece to have because I've always been able to incorporate it somewhere in my home. And then lastly, I'm just gonna put my planner right here because I do actually use it and it actually matches really well. All right, so I actually think that that looks really good the way it is. Although I might want to move over the little wicker lantern because to me it would look a little bit better like right there. But so far I think I like the look of this. This is what the completed space looks like. I'm actually really impressed with what I came up with using pieces that I already had in my collection. That is why I like to stick to more of a neutral palette personally. You can really mix and match the different textures and neutrals easier together. When you're working with color, sometimes it can be a little bit harder and sometimes it makes your place look very seasonal. So I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. Again, a huge thank you to Lamps Plus. I will have the lamps linked down below that I talked about. Be sure to answer those questions that I asked about. If you guys want to see the 30-minute room makeover, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!